Where's my cat? There's my cat. All right, let's go hunting for shiny. What the hell? Let's go for Whaleren. And I almost forgot to put this out on Twitter. But one day I'll put a Twitter account too. All right. What? Am pretty oil. Any. Alert. Twittered it. Twittered it. Twittered it. Twittered it. Okay, so I'm live. That's going. That's good. We're all sexy in the neighborhood now. All right, so where is he's ass out right there. First step, save the game. I played a little bit last night. I gotta clear out my boxes again soon. I got a shiny unknown last night. Yeah. I gotta see what's going to do. No current shinies caught today. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doo, doo. Do 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 do. Go. Got my music turned off so I can hear them if I hop past them tiny. Gotta keep your eyes open. Never know. You never know, they might glow. Something, I don't know. Excuse me for having terrible sound. Oh, I'm running low on balls, so push a little bit. I caught 700 unknown before I got my shiny. Look at them down there. All peaceful and stuff. And no one's gonna come get them because they're Whaleren. Who's gonna mess with a giant walrus? Almost called him a walrus. And who's gonna mess with a walrus? Apparently, Tom will, because don't you be angry at me. Oh crap. Run. I don't have... Hey, you. Ha ha ha. Hey, CC, how you doing? Ah, leave me alone. Ow. Yeah, I ended up getting on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that one. That's always sucky. I actually just got home just a little bit ago. I ended up having to run some errands outside the house. I had to exchange some stuff for my daughter at the mall down the road. I actually just walked in the door just a little bit ago. Put the dog out. Made some coffee. Yeah, it's nice. I lost some stuff. Stuff back in here. Go away. I had to head off to the mall where Grandma sent her a jacket, a winter jacket for a gift, and it was a little too small, so we had to go and exchange that. And there was some other stuff that I had to exchange that Grandma sent that was just a little too small. Care of all that stuff. Helped her with homework, all that fun stuff. All the uh yeah, I'll probably gonna be on tomorrow. Might even be on a little earlier. Um, I actually have to check what's going on with the weather because supposedly we might have a winter storm coming through again. Ah, crap! Wrong ball. Don't you look at me. Leave me alone, you walrus. No, leave me alone. Ow! Yeah, that was a little too late. Aha! Hit you in the face. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow for sure. Actually, it might end up, like I said, probably might be on earlier. In fact, while I'm right here and thinking about it, weather tone, Bloodwatch, really? Heavy rains, a prime snowpack leading to melt increasing. I really have to worry about for where I'm at. Most I'll have is a couple of streets flooded, which is not too bad. I need to see tomorrow and Thursday. Thursday. Rain and snow. Well, probably won't have weather. This class is canceled. I might be on then. We'll see what's going on. About the time my daughter gets home from classes as well. But I'll probably be on a lot earlier than 8. Even if I don't get on around 4. No, I said jump forward, not... Ah, stupid homing water pulse. Ah! Leave me alone! Uh-oh. Ah, holy crap, Happiny tried to attack me even. I've never seen Happiny attack. Wow. Happiny was about to, like, take advantage of the fact that I wasn't watching. Not you. So I spent some time today part of my job is working with like Excel sheets and stuff like that. So I spent a little time on my personal Excel sheets during my lunch break. Updating it. Updating my I have to really put some effort and time into it. Right now I just have a list of Pokemon from ages ago when I would, keep track of which ones I have and who I don't have, all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so this shirt is just slightly green, and so it's kind of funny because the words pass through me, it looks like, instead of behind me. Ah, it hurts. Um, so I went to update my shiny list. And I'm like, wait, I think I'm missing some. And so I had to find my other carts real quick. I sure enough was. They were still on my Pokemon sword game. My shiny Luna Stolegio I can't say it without looking at Stolgaleo and Lunala. Were missing for sure, and then I had a couple of ones that had been hacked into my game. No, actually they weren't, because they let me use them. My shiny Xerxes, how do you pronounce them, from X? And there was a shiny Zurura, whatever, the one of the ones I was introduced in Sword and Shield, right? But right now, basically, my list is, it's a list of Pokemon, right? All the Pokemon, Pokedex order. I've added in all the Hisuian forms, you know, enter a secondary category where it says... I was actually above that at one point, and then people realized, some people left when they realized, A, they just weren't watching the channel or whatever, which doesn't bother me, and I think some people also left, hey Lono, when I wasn't streaming and uploading for a little while. Any new Switch issues for you this week, Lono? Your Switch decided to catch fire yet? I was actually kind of checking out the catch rates, because some people get annoyed that it's a little easier to get shinies in this game than it used to be. Checking it out, it's about the same as it has been, even with the outbreaks. Ah, son of a gun. It's about the same it has been, even with the outbreaks, since X and Y, with the addition of the... What's it called? The like, you know, charm and all that kind of stuff, right? And the only thing that makes it easier is the fact that so many Pokemon show up, and then you do have increased odds for spending the time to complete your Pokedex, which gives you the shiny charm anyways, right? And so, like, there's been people who are like upset, like, oh, it's not fair. Back in my day, it was 1 in 6,000 or 1 in 8,000. Now it's a 1 in 4,000. And it's even better if you have this is like a 3 in 4,000 chance and all this kind of stuff. And so basically what ends up dropping it down to the 1 in 158 chance, it's the fact that more than one of the same Pokemon appears, so you get to build up a little bit of a chain. That's right, I'm going to hit you in the side of the face. Ow! How am I just, like, not... Oh, come on. You gotta be a little closer, Tom. Close enough for them to see you and attack you. Hey, stop it. Aha! Yeah, it gets me. Heck, son of a bitch. Your mama smells like elderberries. All right, have a good one. Hey. Ah, come on. Son of a bitch. Some of these Pokemon have way too, like, good of an aim, in a sense. Doesn't matter. There's no shinies, I get to reset and save all my crap anyways. But yeah, I've almost got a whole box of just shinies in this game, Lono, from just running around. Because, what's interesting is the way this game works. because I've actually been spending some time like I'll show you the box in a second here. But the way the game works now is that the world is populated not by what type of Pokemon they are, but by the stats they'll have. So when you load a map in, the seed has already determined whether or not you're going to have shinies in it, what their natures are going to be, all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't necessarily determine which Pokemon it will be. So you might have a time where a Pokemon generates and it's Eevee, and in the same. Oh, come on, Christ! What? Not a single one? Come on. Or it might be like a Bidoof. So all the Pokemon are kind of their major like designators are all predetermined except for which Pokemon it is. Except for some. Some it's going to be based on daytime, nighttime, weather, all that kind of stuff, right? You know, if raining, then this, right? If it's raining, you're not going to see any Ponyta. If it's nighttime, you'll see much more ghosts, that kind of stuff, right? Ah, god damn it. But whether those Pokemon will be shiny or not has already been predetermined by just, okay, this Pokemon's going to be here. If Pokemon, then this, right? Fuck you guys. 1, 2, 3. No, oh, 4. So that was actually really cool. So what's happened is a lot of time's been spent trying to figure out how exactly that works, because people were like, well, sometimes when you're, oh, come on, you're just going through this, an area, a Pokemon might just be shiny out of nowhere, right? And then you reset and it's a whole different Pokemon. Fucking hell. Last time I did this fucker over here killed me. So the way it works is also there are instances, right? So each Pokemon that you see is an instance in the seed. So the happening was instance whatever, based on which Pokemon it was that I saw. All right, so say it was the first Pokemon I saw, it'd be instance 1. I catch it, and say I don't see any other Pokemon somehow, right? I catch it, I go to sleep, and it respawns. The Pokemon that respawns in its place is going to be instance 2. And each one of those Pokemon will be predetermined whether it's going to be shiny, whether it's going to be its nature, all that kind of stuff. So all that stuff is predetermined for that instance already. So on the encounter table, basically, it's okay, this Pokemon on this encounter, for instance 2, is this. This Pokemon for this encounter is, XYZ, right? And so people are trying to figure out what happens in a outbreak. Basically, an outbreak counts as an instance on its own. So all these Pokemon are basically instance outbreak 1, right? Kind of deal. So you'll designate like outbreak 01. And within that 01, pardon me, within that 01 instance, each one of the Pokemon that spawns will have its own instance. So it'll be outbreak 01A, B, C, D, all that kind of stuff, right? And even though they're not infinitely spawning, the table has a ton of Pokemon already labeled in it. So even though the encounters will only go up to about 15, the table has a good 30 to 40 Pokemon in the instance. And so the best way to go through a table to catch them the way I'm doing, overworld, right? Because what happens is it's been discovered that when you fight them, you might fight Pokemon Instance 1A and defeat it. And the next Pokemon that spawns, instead of being instance, because usually it's 4 at a time, so you have one A, B, C, D, right? Instead of the next one being 1E, it could be like 1Z on the table. It just randomly pops it instead of going in order. So if you're playing this, the best way to get a shiny in an outbreak is to just catch them one after another instead of battling them. And then you reset the table for the instances by heading back to town. So what happens is I go in, catch a bunch of them, see that there's no shinies, reset so that I haven't caught any of them yet, right? So that the table is still full, because the table will have, x equals 12, x equals 15, x equals 8 kind of deal. And so you don't want to lose that whole table because none of them are shiny. So you reset the table by going to town, you come back in, and even though the outbreak's still there, you've reset the outbreak table RNG, basically. Well, not RNG for it, but the predetermined stats for it are reset now. So you go in, you save again. And now this table that's here now is the one that's saved. So say that the shiny does show up in this, and somehow I screw up and I lose it. Well, I know that as long as I am not battling them, that shiny's always in this run. I just have to get to that point again. And that's how I got shiny Pichu. He kept showing up, and I kept having to reset because I kept killing him. I caught 672 unknown. Get one shiny unknown. I gotta clear out my unknowns again. I haven't seen an alpha yet. There's a 5% chance that any Pokemon will be an alpha, I believe, when they spawn. But I haven't seen any alphas yet. But I kept going through and clearing out my boxes. I had a lot. Like, I ended up making Pokeballs. I have like 400 some odd Pokeballs left. I had a ton of the regular Wing Ball. There we go. Show you the shiny. Here's my shiny box. I got 28. 28 shiny so far in like 3 days. Some of them are just overworld ones, like the Graveler, Luxio, Bibarel, Bronzong. Like, some of them are just overworld ones. Just running. Some of them are definitely like the outbreaks. But here you go. Shiny Unknown is blue. Actually, I kind of like that. Raised up my shiny Turtwig to a Torterra after forcing him to eat rocks. Yep, shiny Scyther. So I got a couple of Graveler, I've got a couple of Bibarel, and then I was going through my my Pokemon home to look at my shinies there. So there is some difference. I'll pull them out real quick here. Goodbye, Unknown. You know who looks the same? Pichu. Pichu looks exactly like Pichu shiny. The main difference is the black on shiny Pichu is a lighter black. It's like slightly gray. That's the difference. There's an actual discernible difference with Scyther. Let me see if I still have a alpha since I'm right here. I do. I don't. All right. All right, CC. Ooh, I almost released you. Here, you ready for the huge difference in the two Pokemon here? Shiny. Not shiny. Yellow and slightly darker green. That's the regular one, then red and like lime green. That's the difference. I like the red too. The red actually makes it work for Scyther. The red actually works because it makes the Scyther evolution make sense. Yeah, the green is just a little bit brighter. You know who actually looks really, I actually like more as a shiny than not? So we'll go with regular Zorua. Where you at? Table. Go with regular other Zorua. There you go. Regular and shiny. So there's shiny is gray with blue and white and red. I like the gray and blue. That one is really fantastic looking. Yeah, I'm gonna get another Zorua and get the and raise it up to be a Zoroark. You know, there's I've been calling it Zorora, and Zorora is a whole nother Pokemon. Zorora is an actual Pokemon from, I think, Sword and Shield. And I have a shiny version of that. He's like all white. He's actually kind of cool looking. The regular one is like this yellow color. But yeah, this is the one that I was like, really? There's a difference? This one right here was the one I was like, okay, cool. A shiny Pichu. Thinking like maybe it'll be like an orange instead of yellow. Yeah, Pichu. You ready for the least amount of difference possible? Yep, there's the Eevee you traded me. There you go. Regular. Oh, wow, you're a tiny-ass one. This one's going to be a bigger one. Shiny. I mean, really? Which one's shiny? Can you tell me? Which one's the shiny one? Because if that one didn't have stars on it, I wouldn't know it was shiny. In fact, I said this was the regular one. I called this one shiny. So there you go. Yeah. The only difference, I had to actually look at the summary picture of it, or the Pokedex picture of it. And it's ordered alphabetically right now, yeah. Passed up P. No, I didn't. This is G. What am I don't know how to work this system anymore. All right, here we go. E S R Pichu Pichu. So regular, shiny. The black is darker, and the orange is a little darker on the shiny. So the yellow and the black is darker, and this is just lightened up. Basically, someone took and oversaturated a Pichu. That's shiny. Normal, not normal. What's the difference? I really do feel it's like that whole like, look at this and look at this. They're the same kind of thing, right? And I used to think just the whole like, oh, look at this one. It's a yellow version of a Pokemon you already have. Is the normal like, you know, lazy shiny thing that usually happens. Like usually it's gotta switch them. Usually it's like, here is the shiny version, and it's like, oh, it's just yellow, like Graveler. It used to be gray, now it's yellow. You know. But Torterra is all green now. Like, Terra looks like he's kind of sick. Go ahead and save my game just in case I didn't. Eventually, I'm going to turn that Eevee into an Umbreon. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of complaints on Twitter from people like, it's so easy to get shinies now. It's not fair. It used to be so much harder. I'm like, oh no. Like, they just gatekeep everything in video games, don't they? Shinies. Games can't have easy mode. That kind of stuff. Turn around, Whalrin. Don't you get angry at me. You want to be caught. You know it. So you want to be caught. Trust me. You want this. No. No. Hey. You don't want to fight me. I'm a Goomy. I'm a dragon. Rawr. You guys stay in the Spartan halls. Oh, come on. He turned around. That means he's not interested in me anymore. I just looked at you. I wasn't even going to throw the Pokeball at you, and I just looked at you. He's like, nah, I know you're there. Can't trick me. You stay away, you whale. I don't know why I keep calling them whales. They're walruses. It's the name. They don't have the name Whalrin. These are CeeLo. Take that in the forehead. All right, well, hopefully your hamster behaves itself. Have a good night. Stay in the Pokeball, please. Ha 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 ha. Him. Come on. No more appearing anyway, so reset. I'd say I enjoyed this game quite a bit, Lono. I really liked the mechanics and all that kind of stuff that were in this game. And so I know that they might not have some of these same mechanics in the next mainline game that comes out, Gen 9 game, because they probably were working on this one and the next game at the same time. And that's why I think why they had another company working on the remaster of Diamond and Pearl, which that company Not a shit fucking remaster, man. That game could have been so cool. Instead, they took out a lot of stuff that made the original Diamond and Pearl fun. Took out all the extras that were added in Platinum that made Platinum one of the best third edition games. They were like, everyone's gonna love this, and so many people bought it, chugged it down. I was one of them, and I didn't love it. I was kind of like, oh, come on, with it, you know. All right, do you have anything cool? I'll have to think about it, because I don't want your honey cake. All right. I'd buy a lot of clothes in this game. I don't know why, but in all the Pokemon games where they've had like clothing options, I'm like, clothes. Don't know why, but I love it. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, you know what? They have like that flame. Oh, there's little designs on it. Barely see them, but there are designs. Actually, let's go with this one. All right, and then this rope into my room. Might be something I have to change to my room. Right. Here. I haven't, there's one outfit I haven't worn at all. And it's one of the free ones you get this game. That is modern jacket, modern trousers. There. Team Galactic. On Twitter this morning or yesterday, somebody put out a picture of the female grunt from the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. This guy, go after another Wurmple? What the fuck? Why not? I don't want to, I don't know. Yeah, might as well get rid of another Wurmple. Not enjoying the whale, the CeeLo. Screw CeeLo. He's too violent. Also, for some more worms. I actually really like Shiny Wurmple anyways. But, Team Rainbow Rocket, there's only 3 official pieces of art, apparently, for the female grunt from there. I don't know why I like... Wait, before I forget, gotta save. Yeah. Team Rainbow Rocket was actually kind of cool. You know, a version of Team Rocket that was coming out of like the dimensional warp thing that was in the game. Hey. Hey. I'm actually looking forward to replaying Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon just for the Team Rainbow Rocket storyline. That's it. No one else is appearing. Turn around. Oh, that's good stuff. Good coffee. I was messing around on Twitter a little earlier this evening, before I started, coming online. Just, just kind of like looking at whatever else might have been going on in the wild world of Twitterverse, and saw a Twitter commercial for Rocket Mortgage or whatever, Rocket Financial, whatever it is, and it was a one in conjunction with Barbie, and they're like helping Barbie apparently finance her dream house, and I just couldn't believe that the girl who's had every single job in the world and whose housing is named after her doesn't own the damn house and has to get financing for it. Like, this is Barbie's dream house, but she needs financing for it. So it's not Barbie's dream house, it's the bank's dream house. Barbie, you've been an astronaut, a teacher, a race car driver, an artist. You're basically a billionaire. What are you gonna do next? I'm gonna finance my own house. I keep forgetting to save. Wormhole, wormhole, wormhole. Okay. You know what? Fine. We'll Ultra Ball ya. Ah, it's an alpha Wurmple. Too bad it's not shiny. Then I'd have 2 shiny alpha Wurmples. He's good. He's a good boy. He's a big boy. Fine. You know what? Bap. 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 Oh, crap. Didn't work the way I planned it. No, stop looking at him. Stop looking at him. Just because he's fucking attacking you. Catch the other ones. That Wurmple's out to get me. Wrong button. Honestly, I would like to see an outbreak of Pokemon that I'm interested to grab, but I don't feel like going back and forth. Oh, I'd like to see another Scyther outbreak. That would be cool. And then I'd evolve it into Skeezor, Cleavor. See if shiny Cleavor is any cool. Because I'm not too hot on regular Cleavor. The first Xenoblade game, I actually own it. Let's see here. I actually thought I had purchased the sequel at first. I had purchased the original, and I have it in here somewhere. Xenoblade Chronicles. There. Right there. So I own it. I do own it. I have to sit down and play it. I played it for a little bit. And I quite liked it, but it's definitely one of those games where you can do a lot in that game, it feels like. With some of the there, it seems like there's a lot of nuance you can do in that game. Yeah, I am considering playing through the first one and then maybe picking up the second one later on at some point. And I've thought about playing it on my channel, streaming, but I'm kind of hooked on doing the shiny hunting at the moment. Look at that. Ask and thou shalt receive. Scyther, here we go. Even better than Wurmple. Usually I reset it. I'm like, I want to hunt a certain Pokemon. I'm going to save with the... We're going to stick with Scyther regardless of anything else. Scyther is down. Yep, they just announced the third one for... during the last Nintendo Direct. Wrong button. Oh, come on. Where's my flag? Here it is. Where's the flag? I know I have one. All right. Oh, missed. Missed. Nope. Okay, good. I'd love to see an outbreak of Combi. That would be nice. Missed. Kind of. Alright. Nope. Okay. Reset. I don't think I saved. Oops. Yeah, they announced that. They announced a new Kirby game. I don't really remember too much. Oh, they announced that they're adding 48 new tracks to Mario Kart 8. Like as DLC, I think it's like $30 for the 40 tracks. Which okay, cool. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't know. I used to be all for playing like Kirby games. Like I really used to love them. And the last one I remember playing and really enjoying was the Nintendo 64 one. I played some of the ones on the 3DS, like the Kirby Bot one, Kirby Robobot or whatever it was called. That one was fun. But yeah, I don't know. I am not too hot on Kirby games. And I don't know why. I used to adore those games. I used to get super excited and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. And honestly, I hate to admit it, I don't. If it wasn't for this game, I don't know if I'd be super hot on any Pokemon games coming out. But now I'm kind of looking forward to the next Pokemon game again because even though a whole nother company did Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it just, I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. I enjoyed Sword and Shield, but I wasn't super excited for them while I was playing them, if that makes sense. But this game, I am fucking hooked. And I haven't been this hooked on a Pokemon game for a while. I think the last Pokemon game I really enjoyed to this extent was probably the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. Like I've played the others and had a lot of fun with the ones that I have played and completed. But I keep going, I'll play something else. And then I'll play something else for like a half hour. And I'm like, let me go hunt Pokemon again. I think I'm just enjoying that this game is similar enough and different enough at the same time to the other games that it just feels refreshing to play. You know, the vibe is different. You know, you're not just a trainer out to battle other people. You know, the mechanics, the in-world catching mechanics, and all that kind of stuff are a lot of fun. Yeah, the graphics, of course, people are complaining about that, but one, it's on the Switch. Two, uh, some of the stuff that they're doing, I think, with the game itself for the way it works, I think is really amazing, and um, the graphics are at the level that it's not distracting. Um, I don't see something like that and be like, oh, look at the fucking graphics, like the tree over there, right? Oh God, those trees, right? I'm not thinking that when I play this game. I was thinking about the graphics a lot of the time while I was playing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl though. I kept thinking about how it bounces back and forth so much, or and I don't know, I just the graphics and all that kind of stuff in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were definitely just a look, you guys like this game, right? You guys like this game. That's why you wanted the remake of this. And instead they're like, well, here's a remaster with a couple of new things, so we'll call it a remake. And a couple of new things do not a remake make. There's got to be more than just that. I think I'm just kind of used to seeing aliasing in games. With a lot of the games I play. Shit. They found a hill to come up. We're after me. Sometimes the pop-in is a little disjointing, or just this pulls me out of the game. But honestly, for the most part, I really have just been having fun. A lot of fun with a Pokemon game for the first time in a while. It's not just I enjoy these games, so I'm going to keep playing them, and so they will keep making them for me, right? It was I got to keep playing this. I got to keep playing this. I got to see what happens next. I want to know what happens next. Like, I wanted to see all the different forms of some of the Pokemon that were in this game that were changed up and all this kind of stuff. And I enjoyed the what's it called? I did enjoy the DLC that was put out for Sword and Shield. I didn't enjoy the price, but I enjoyed it enough that I swallowed the price. I am really hoping they put out DLC for this game, even if it's fucking $30. Like, first time I'm like, I hope there's DLC instead of I hope there's more game, right? It's a game that I would love to see them be like, okay, well, there's more to the story that happens, right? I know that there's been some stuff discovered in the code that might hint to possible DLC stuff, like um a modern room has been found in the code, like for the protagonist. And so some people think that might be like a DLC thing, like you might have a regular, back to wherever kind of thing, or where you get to walk around your room like you might be having a dream or some shit like that. I don't know. But um there's been talk about some other things that are supposed to occur for DLC stuff that have been hinted at by someone who kind of like spoiled a lot of this game already with like hints and all that kind of stuff, with stuff that turned out to be true that people was very well trusted in the community kind of deal. And it might have to do with uh, a detective who has amnesia already in the games. So it might explain why he has amnesia, because he kind of just pops in to one of the games. It's like, I don't remember. Something happened. I fell off a boat and I don't remember. And so some people think that they might finally tell like what happened to him in DLC for this, which would be kind of cool. Because he's in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Emerald, all that kind of stuff. The detective guy named Looker, right? And he pops up in a lot of games. He was in Black and White, I think they said. I know he was in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and he shows up in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, as having popped out of one of the dimensional wormholes. And so some people are speculating because there's been talk of Detective Looker from the guy who broke a lot of stuff about this game. That Looker might end up being DLC in this game, and it might explain how he popped out of the wormhole in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Which that would be kind of cool to like continue tying some of these events in these games together. And that's like some of the Pokedex entries. Because remember, this is supposed to be the first ever Pokedex. Which it's kind of funny because, you know, Professor Oak says, "Oh, my first Pokedex," kind of deal, right? For the one that you're putting together for him. And so some people are like, well, maybe he meant electronic, right? So, or maybe he just might mean the first Pokedex for that area. Kind of deal. But let me think here. What are some of the Pokemon? There we go. That have interesting entry. It was one of them talks about. Oh, I remember who. It's actually near the beginning, I think. There we go. Let's see. Ashwatot. So in Ashwatot, a lot of the Pokedex entries for Ashwatot, you have something that they call the Scalchop, which is the little shell on his stomach. And apparently it was Professor Laventon that coined the term. Thus, I've conferred upon this shell the name Scalchop. And so little things like that are actually really interesting to me in this game. Like, oh, god damn it. These little touches of like, that's where this comes from, or even hints at a further past, because this game doesn't take place like way in the past, right? This game takes place when they first started being able to capture Pokemon in Pokeballs, which, you know, legends talk about how before this time Pokemon and humans interacted with one another until you know, someone started attacking with a sword, and then one of the Pokemon, probably one of the Lake Trio, actually, it's thought, said that, okay, well, now the Pokemon will come at you with Claw and Fang, kind of deal. And this theory is kind of supported by the items you pick up from the Lake Trio. One of them gives you Claw, one of them gives you a Fang, you know, so that was really cool to me. Like, all these little like nods to previous legends in other games that are, you know, take place before this time. Also, the fact that unknown in this game, Professor Laventon says that they resemble like written language in other areas, and basically the people. I actually have to read that one because that one is actually really funny to me. Let's see where you got unknown. Unknown. It is hard to believe that these strangely shaped Pokemon are truly living creatures. I've pointed out that the species forms, many forms, resemble writing from other lands. No one will take me seriously. And to me, that's fucking hilarious. Like, he's like, yeah, these look like letters in other places, and everyone's like, ha, Professor, you're weird. This is Q. Okay. I don't know why. I know it's Q, but it's. I'm always confused by that being the letter Q. So I've really enjoyed some of these Pokedex entries in this game. Like, or like the some of the stuff, like you talk to some of the people, like there's a guy who's named Florora, and then there's the Florora road or the bridge, and there's like a Cantilla bridge or road, I can't remember which. One of them's a road, one of them's a bridge. And you know, you got Floroma town and Cantilla Cantileva city later on, right? So all these hints to stuff to come later on, you know, and I don't know. I really like all that kind of stuff. you know, the way that they're kind of, you know, it's not really fleshing out the world, but it's supporting the things they've done before. And yeah, of course they're going to do that, right? It's the game about that stuff. But at the same time, they didn't have to. They could have just put little hints and stuff for that back out instead of been like, yeah, well, you know. Like I've been catching Pokemon for the mass outbreak, and it's not until I got attacked that, like, by the way, you found the mass outbreak. Mass outbreak found you. Ah. Ha ha ha. So yeah, I've been liking all those little touches. You know, and the fact that some of the stuff that we were like, well, you know, where does some of the stuff come from? Like, you know, and it's being traced back to the original Pokedex entries from this region. Though I have seen some funny, like, humorous takes on the fact that that Professor Oak calls his Pokedex the first Pokedex. I don't remember who did it, but someone did like a live action Legends Arceus kind of thing. And they show like the main character running up to Professor Laventon and being like, Professor, I finally did it. I completed the Pokedex for you. And he's like, great, my boy, right? He's like congratulating him, all this kind of stuff. And then they kind of like fast forward and they show characters supposed to be playing like Red or Ash, depending on how you want to look at it, running into Professor Oak. And he's like, all right, Professor, so this really interesting device here is supposed to record all the data from the Pokemon. And Oak's like, yes, yes. And then the kid looks over. He's like, what's that binder burning in your trash? And Professor, ignore that. It's like, it's the notebook from this game. I thought that was hilarious. Honestly, if I had the time for it, I wouldn't mind making a notebook version like in this game has and putting it up on Etsy. That would be a labor of love though. Not sure it would be worth the time. I think it would also be kind of fun to do that. Get some like resume paper so it's kind of yellowed already. Then put it together. Part of me that's like, oh, that would be so much fun. It might sell for a decent amount of money. And part of me is like, would have to spend so much time doing that. Oh, before I forget, gotta save the game. There. Return to sender. Address unknown. Scyther needs to be caught. Come on. Do me. Come here. At some point, I might do a, try to get, like, some of the Pokemon that don't swarm, like Spiritomb. That would be a fun one to try and get. Because you also gotta wait for them to show up. I don't know how to make them show up. Oh, wait, that's all of them. Oh, Oh. Do I have any more coffee? No. Do I have any more tea? Yes. Hmm. Oh, that was really good. Cold, but good. Why is my... Good thing I turned it off. Oh, wait, let me... All right. And that's good. That's good. Okay. Return to sender. Address unknown. I had a extra sound thing I didn't need it. Return to the village, please. One shine. I just want some fun. Oh, Scyther. Scyther is my man. No, not Mr. Mime. That's the only thing that sometimes sucks, is sometimes they'll get a whole different table than the one you were working on. Such as Mr. Come on, Game Freak. Let me go. Let me get going. Song is stuck in my... I don't know why that song is stuck in my head so damn often lately. Stuck in my head all the time. Every day. Sing it every day. Every day. Okay. Now I got a different song in my head. Good. Probably because the return to village thing. Return to the village. Song gets in my head. That's what it is. Alright. Save the game. I saved my progress. I'll probably evolve this one into a Cleavor. See what shiny Cleavor is like. I really hope it's not as bad as shiny, as regular Cleavor, because one of the most off-putting things of Cleavor is the stupid colors. Wow, I was just flying backwards. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Nothing shiny. I have so many people on here besides just me and my kid. I've got other people's kids on here too. My nephews used to have one on here too, and then they got their own, so I deleted them from mine. Return to farm. Village. I got caught up and got enough for the next video. I just have to edit it for the Fire Red playthrough. That was upsetting when I went to record. I was going to record both episodes for the week, Sunday. And so you know, I could get it uploaded the Monday one and get uploaded Fridays at the same time. And you don't have to worry about it, right? And unfortunately, you know, the stuff was corrupted, so I had to start over. Took me played for a bit on Sunday. Then I was playing Monday. Then I just decided to stream, and because most of what I was doing today was a little bit of backtracking for the video. You know, showing some of the stuff you can do now that you have cut in the game. Which honestly mostly just involves getting an item and going down a particular route. Because you can go down the other route if you don't go through Figlet's Tunnel instead. And whew. Else, but what you're supposed to do is go down Route 9 instead of going down Route 11 to 12. You get the super route early, and that way, which is something to do, but I'm trying to do the proper pathing, which is, oh look, Figlet's Tunnel. Go through Figlet's Tunnel, go back to Route 2, collect Flash. I had a good signal. Why did you disconnect me, OBS? That was weird. Okay. I didn't have any drop frames, nothing. They're like, just disconnected. Alright, what are you telling me? Bed soon. I don't know why I'm so tired lately. I feel like I've been running around like mad. No shiny caught this time, it looks like. Is a thing that happened. Rather than get a shiny in an hour, though. Do one last run. I go to bed tonight. Go to bed earlier. I haven't been feeling too sick. I've been feeling real run down. By the time you know, by the time it gets dark out, I'm ready. It's already a half hour past 9 o'clock. I feel like it's like 1 a.m. Oh. My body's like, you're done. I'm like, no, I don't want to be done, body. Mumbling at myself, too. I got tomorrow's video all set and done. Be nice. The Delta Wing Robo. Delta Wing Cannon. Delta Max Megazord. Delta Max Cannon. Come on, let me at least catch a shiny Skyper before I go to bed. And you were shiny. Alright. That's that. I'm heading to bed. Too worn out lately by this time of night. I'm gonna try and get lots of extra. But have a good night, everyone. Farewell.